Welcome to part 3 of the Great Season Review. Robbie, anything interesting going on? Yeah, I'll call you, don't even worry about it. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2 yet, pause this, open a new tab.
Transfer news.
Yeah? Nothing happening. Kids coming through there, Robbie. Kids coming through. Pause this, open a new tab, watch the videos, come back. Welcome. I'm glad you did that. Guys, Paul, summer, what's going to happen? What do you think will happen? What's going to happen?
Liverpool finally, hopefully, able to shop in a more expensive sort of pool of players. I'm mixing my analogies somewhat, like you mean, but that's fine. That's fine. Look, Liverpool should be going. I want to see Liverpool going for top-class players. I want to see us spending 15, 20 million plus on players who can literally just step in and do a job. I think our first 11, we've got 13 or 14, I think, really good players, and what we need to have is sort of up to and around 16 or 17. So when Sterling's not playing, Coutinho's not playing, Sturridge, for example, Henderson, you've got people who can just come in and there's absolutely no dip in quality, because that's where Liverpool's squad is so very lacking at the moment. The likes of Luis Alberto, Iago Aspas just don't have it for me to be able to make that, to help us take us on that next level.
What's more important, signing those players, keeping hold of Luis Suarez, who allegedly Real Madrid are sniffing around?
Well, Real Madrid will sniff around,
today,
that's what they do.
He was asked about his future.
The serial
Instead
sniffers.
of just going, they get serial sniffers. He doesn't mean cokeheads, don't sue us.
Who said cokeheads? No, not me. No, they are. Look, Real Madrid will do, and the press will continue to stir up certain types of storms. Nice one, mate. You keep that. You keep that. Add it to the coffers, mate.
You're going to sue him?
Add it to the striker coffers. Look, there's going to be rumours throughout the summer. I'm not concerned. I'm genuinely not. I was worried. I was as worried as you can possibly be about Suarez going last summer. It looked done. I think Liverpool's ownership have shown a lot of balls and a lot of character last year by basically putting the foot down and saying, no, it's not going to happen. I think we're a much better run football club as well. I think they signed a new contract since then. I'm not concerned. So for me, it's not an issue. Yeah. For me, it's more about Liverpool going and buying those 3 or even 4 top quality players to improve us. If Suarez and ultimately, if Suarez does go, so be it.
I mean, is there not a part where you'd be like, well, we're proud of him because he played for us and now we've helped him get to a big club if he does move on?
Yeah, if we were Arsenal, that would be great. If we were selling to Man City, you know what I mean? Or we were Everton and we were passing players on, you know. No, not at all. That's not what Liverpool do. The man wants to be playing top level football. We're back in the Champions League. That's where he wants to play. That's where he deserves to play. I think he'll definitely give us at least another season and see where we are.
I mean, you've said that on camera now.
The next hot vine, you heard it here first. See us all in 6 months.
Joshy, summer 2014, Manchester United. What's going to happen? They don't have a manager.
Well, that's the first thing, obviously.
Boom, going to nail that vine.
Got to get that in.
Yeah, well, not really.
Get that manager in.
Because you're already bidding for players, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that.
Who's buying them? Who's talking to them?
The genius mind of Ed Woodward.
Yeah. I don't mind that. If you look at last season or last summer, City went out and did their business, got players in that they needed. Then Manuel Pellegrini came in and he worked with what he had. It was one of my sort of main arguments against David Moyes, but that's another sort of conversation. But I think this summer...
You should almost have a great debate about that.
Yeah, I think we have done. I'm pretty sure we have.
It was great.
It was decent. But yeah, obviously the new manager coming in, that's a big thing. There's obviously rumours flying around, massively strong rumours about Louis van Gaal. If he can come in and he will...
Set, doesn't it?
Looks set. Best available. And I think he can do that job. He's got a good track record. And obviously then he needs to bring in the players. Whichever way it happens, the club needs to bring in 4 top-class players, left back, centre back, 2 central midfielders. Those are the priorities.
Just one centre back?
Yes, that's my. Yeah, I think so. I think we've got Smalling, Evans, Jones, and those are the players.
I think this is the year. Smalling, Evans, and Jones.
Laugh as much
next
as you want,
year is perhaps the year to step
I never laughed. I just rubbed my hands together.
You can rub your hands as much as you want. We've had quality performances out of all 3 for a while, but obviously it's been inconsistent. We just need that right manager to come in now and take this quality that I believe we have in that area and turn it into consistent performances. And that's what David Moyes couldn't do, and maybe Louis van Gaal can do that.
But David Moyes, defensive manager, I would have expected any position he was going to get the best out of. He was definitely defenders. Look at Everton's defence.
Not when you're being
Martinez's
told,
success
look
is built upon the
Jagielka can do. No, it's not it's not just about those individual
Martinez's
players.
success is built on David Moyes' building of that defence.
Yeah, but it's about man management as
if
well.
David Moyes can't get the best out of your defenders, who can?
No, but that's not the point.
I mean,
he's
there's a lot David Moyes couldn't do.
Yeah. he couldn't hold on to the one ring as well.
But look at the beginning of the season, he played Rio Ferdinand like 8 games in a row. That's mismanagement.
That's madness.
Then he went with Januzaj, he played like 8-9 games in a row and then didn't play for like 3 months. This is poor management. It's poor management. At Everton, he had 2 or 3 centre-backs, or 2 centre-backs who always started. That's the way they played. And that's what he tried to do at United. But with Rio, with Vida, you can't do that. And then you've got Smalling just comes in out of the cold, straight into right back. Jones comes out of cold, centre back. You know,
Fergie used to do that too, didn't he?
No, Fergie rotated.
The biggest rotator in the league.
Yeah, exactly. And
David
Moyes
Moyes didn't
do that.
play the same 11 ever.
Yeah, but
51 games, 51 different starting 11s.
Yeah, Ferguson did the same, more or less.
Yeah, no, but he
games.
managed
Right,
it.
let's hear from
managed
Aguna.
it better.
Let's hear from Aguna. Robbie, got any pets? No, summer predictions.
Summer predictions, we need to strengthen in the middle of the park. We've been linked with Javi Martinez. I'd love to see that happen. It's just the sort of player that we need. We need a strong, powerful holding midfielder. That's what we seriously lack at the moment. We need a striker, a world-class striker. We need to break the bank and bring one in to play alongside Olivier Giroud. And a left-sided, very pacey player, because we lack pace on that side.
Any players in mind, though? Who you think of?
Di Maria, we've been linked with Anton Griezmann. Those players fit the bill. You know, I'd like to see players like that come in. Even Alexis Sanchez. If we can bag somebody like that.
I don't think even Alexis Sanchez. Like, oh, I mean, he's a bit rubbish.
Listen,
but
well,
even Alexis Sanchez.
Listen, we pulled off Ozil last year. We've been told
Why
now.
did he sign for you?
There's a lot more money to spend this time around. We've got Champions League football. Why not? Let's go out there and bring in those players that can help us to win the league. We lacked in eras last year, and you know, injuries killed us. Let's have, like Paul was saying regarding Liverpool, we need to have that extra quality that comes in if players get injured, and that's what we've been lacking. If we can get that, I strongly think that next season we can go all the way.
Do you think it's a pretty poor indictment of Arsenal that, having been in the Champions League for year after year after year after year, Liverpool have just come and done it first time in a few years?
Done what?
And you got into the Champions League and had a good...
We're always in the Champions League.
I'm not criticising you for that. What I'm saying is you are always there. And this season, Liverpool have done it 1 year recently, and you're saying... Yeah,
There'd been more of it than that. If Liverpool had come in and won the
ambitions-
league title, I think that would have been an eye-opener to Arsenal
Yeah, that's
fans.
what I
but we
mean.
didn't. So
I mean, Liverpool have come in, and now you're saying, yeah, we need to be a bit like Liverpool, and you've got the same
No, I'm not
ambitions.
saying we've got to be
Shouldn't
like
your
Liverpool.
ambitions...
I'm not saying we've got to be like
You're
Liverpool.
saying his point is similar.
Yeah, I'm not saying we've got to be like Liverpool. I'm saying that, you know, we just need to strengthen. I don't want to be like you lot next year and not get into the Champions League. So we need to strengthen. You know.
Be
You'll have
careful
more fun in the stands.
You do, yeah. Great time.
You know.
I've had a pretty good time this season.
When you think about it, actually, you lot can be like Liverpool next year because you're not going to have Champions League football, so you can concentrate fully on the league.
It's dead easy to challenge for the title when you've not got
Yeah,
European
yeah.
football.
So I expect you lot to,
walk
one game a
through.
week, like what you were saying about Liverpool,
Experienced manager like Van Gaal, all those quality players, Man United.
and no Champions League football to worry about.
We're delighted. We're having a great
They have got
time.
European football, they're playing in the Premier League.
Joshy,
Yeah.
we just heard from Robert who he'd like Arsenal to sign. Who would you like United to sign? Specific players, realistic targets.
You know, my number one signing, ultimately, I would like Arturo Vidal. I would want another centre midfielder, not necessarily another. Well, you know, I'd like him to be like a Toni Kroos, but I don't think that's necessarily realistic to get both. A left back, and we've been linked with Luke Shaw. Maybe I like the Atletico left back, Felipe Luis, and then a centre back. Maybe we've been linked with.
Sorry, can I ask you a question? Yeah, you say like Arturo Vidal, brilliant and a great player, creative player, but you've just bought Mata.
No, Arturo
with
Vidal,
£37 million, and also I think with Man United as well. You've got Kagawa. You've wasted this guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't classify Arturo
player.
Vidal as a number 10 that they are. I think he's a complete midfielder. He's box to box. He scores
And
goals.
number
He
8.
tackles. He makes.
Can I ask you a
passes,
question?
He controls games.
Hey, Paul, you asked a question. Go on.
Do you believe you can attract players of that quality without European football?
I would say no question. I don't think anybody, realistically, I don't think anybody who plays in the grand schemes of football, I think there are two important factors. One is money. If you can offer the money, the player will come, because ultimately, and we know such a high percentage of footballers, that's their job. It's not passion, they don't care about the club, they're there for whoever's money.
Yeah.
We can offer the money.
Vidal's got
And
Juve
number two, realistically, I think every club around Europe, excluding Manchester United, over the last 10 years, have been high and low. Do you remember, not that long ago, within the last decade, you beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, like what was it, 4 or 5-1?
Yeah.
At Anfield. So every club has highs and lows. I don't think any player would be so short-sighted to say, Manchester United have had one bad season. That's
true, but the point, but let's, as an example, if Chelsea were bidding for the same players,
I think it would come down to money.
true. We were in the Europa League at the time, and that was a step up for him from Ajax, or actually thereabouts. But the point is, is that if Chelsea are in for the same players, if Arsenal are in for the same players, that's where you might come into trouble.
No, I think it comes to money. However, let's talk about this. Where do you think Liverpool will be this time next year? Someone's dropped something. They've just got fired. Don't worry about it. Right, this time next year.
I firmly believe we'll be there or thereabouts in the league. How we compete in Europe is a big question for us.
Robbie's laughing.
Well, he will do.
I'm not laughing. I think they will be there or thereabouts.
I think we'll be up there. I think I see us continuing our progression, and everyone's saying, yeah, look, the Champions League is a whole new set of problems, and I agree with that. Look, our managers never managed there. A lot of our players have never played there. It's dead exciting as far as Liverpool fans are concerned. I can't wait to see us back and play in those big games, those big European nights at Anfield again. But I would still back us if we spend right and we buy the right players to bolster the squad this summer for us to be able to compete at the top end of the Premier League and have a decent fist of the Champions League as well.
Arsenal, where are you going to be this time next year?
If we buy the right player, excuse me.
Oh God, if we buy the right players.
Do you want Robbie back?
Ask me again.
Where are you going to be next year? Is it Robin nice? I'm trying to help, man. Is that helping?
Get him on back, man.
Classic Arsenal. Right, where are you going to be this time next year?
I think we can win the title. I think if we bring in the right players, we're going to have to break the bank on a striker and that holding midfielder position. But if we bring in the right players, we can go all the way.
Okay. Joshy, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be more realistic than these two. I think they've been very, very optimistic with their. No, I think we have to break that top four. We can't be set back further. It's another transition season, a new manager, and reportedly a lot of new players, new top class players. Put that all together, I would be surprised if we even challenge. But I think a top four is a must. A cup run is a must, and a win would be a bonus. I'm trying to be realistic. I'd love it if we got straight in there. Yeah,
or just any time in the season.
Any win.
Just a win, 3 points.
Anywhere. no, but a trophy win, as in FA Cup, League Cup.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not in Europe, but
no.
I think that would be fair, and then that we can build from that. I think just the way the season's gone, that's a fair sort of progression.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a nice time. Everybody at home, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and the other two, if you haven't seen them, check them out. And also, subscribe to FullTimeDEVILS, subscribe to the Redmen TV, and why are you laughing?
Yeah, you're all going to do that. Go ahead. See you over there.
It's Arsenal Fan TV.
Follow a decent team.
Welcome to the end of season review. I am joined by Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, Paul from the Redmen TV. Is it the Redmen TV? There you go. And Joshy, where have you come from?
My house.